paint. Stop, Jagger. Hold on to your butt. Hey, what's up, Cody's Roadies? Welcome back to another episode of the Iron Pony Show. I'm your host, Cody Renee Cameron, and today we woke up at the B Bryan Preserve Wildlife Foundation in Point Arena, California. And man, what a view! Today we are going to get a little behind the scenes look with some animal care specialists of what it's like to work here. So we're going to get to see a hoof trim. We're going to learn a little bit about the training techniques. And I heard these giraffes can paint. You ready, boys? Let's get rolling. Blah, 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 blah. Wait, they're scared of motorcycles, so we'll just blah, 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 blah. Let's shift gears, change lives. And now it's time for the answer to last week's Iron Pony Express question of the day. If you guessed B, 15, you're correct. Woo, that's a lot of babies. It's our second day at the B Bryan Preserve in Point Arena, California, just a stunning 3-hour ride north of San Francisco. There's nothing like waking up in a cute cottage with your friends and getting greeted by a giraffe. Good morning, Jimmy! Time to ride down to the local bakery for brekkie. Franny's Cup and Saucer is known for miles around and are so popular that they often sell out by mid-morning. We made sure to get there early. Franny and her mom Barbara opened the shop in 2006 and serve a wide variety of constantly changing, seasonally inspired baked goods, which we are dying to get our little hands on. How cute! That's a little breakfast on the stew. What did you get?
Huckleberry Danish and a pistachio rose latte.
Yum! And I have a spinach cheese calzone pesto. Yeah. I don't know. We're about to find out. Oh my god.
This is the berry bread pudding.
Yeah, tilt that box towards me. We're gonna eat a little breakfast and then it's time to go do some giraffe activities. Cheers. The B Bryan Preserve is an AZA-accredited conservation center dedicated to the breeding, education, and conservation of African hoofstock. It's also who we're raising money for this season. Our main man, Jimmy. One of their giraffes is in need. So today, the Iron Pony crew is going behind the scenes to see what it takes to care for a giraffe, and maybe even get our own hands dirty. Let's get rolling. Do I just look casual?
You can say hi.
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 Good morning. You excited? I'm so excited. Everything has been leading up to this. We're about to meet Jimmy the Giraffe and do some really cool activity, but I'm not exactly sure. Could you explain it to me?
We're going to be doing giraffe painting. So it's something that the giraffe love to do, especially Jimmy. He's kind of our top artist. He loves to paint. So we're going to be going upstairs in the giraffe barn to get up to head level. We got to get to a second story to be up at eye level with them. And so when we go up there, we're just going to be a little bit quieter just because they're sensitive and a couple feet back from the railing just because some of the boys are pretty big and we don't want anybody to get bumped by a large giraffe head. So, and then we'll get you all set up with your paints and Jimmy with his paints and we'll get started painting.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Let's go upstairs.
All right,
man, the moment of truth.
Yes, you can follow me upstairs.
All been leading up to this. There's Jimmy. Oh, there's two. Oh. The B Bryan Preserve is home to a bachelor herd of 4 male Nubian giraffe, who all happen to be half-brothers born within a year of each other. The herd has grown up together and formed close bonds, but still roughhouse as siblings do. You'll also notice that these big boys stair-step in size. Mozzie is the closest to your average giraffe height at 15 feet, but the rest of them are outliers with Sunny at 16 feet, Jimmy at 17 feet, and Jagger towering over everyone at a whopping 18 feet tall.
Just like you did yesterday. Okay. You can hold a piece out.
Hi, Moms.
Jimmy might have to sniff it a little.
There you go. It feels like Chopper licking me, but with a very much bigger tongue. Hi, Mom. Oh my gosh, they're so majestic. And when you're down below, you don't realize how big their heads are.
Pass him the lettuce butt.
Oh, the whole butt? You did it all at once?
Oh my god.
Is that good?
Might take him a sec, but oh yeah. And they're very excited. They see all the painting stuff out. Come on, Jimmy, are you ready to paint? He's very ready to paint.
Yeah,
That was how I called for him, and these two came in, and then I was like, don't leave, boys, look, painting. And Jimmy was like, oh, painting. Yes, just a minute, Jimmy. He will start to get impatient as we do not paint. Okay. I'll be holding the canvas. Yeah. Jagger. We might need a Jagger distractor at some point. Jimmy, just a minute.
Am I your napkin?
Okay, fine. You can have one. Don't tell Becca. I don't want your pity lettuce.
Hey, let's paint. Oh, we are starting the painting process. I chose hot pink and hot green on black canvas. Oh, this is looking so beautiful.
Oh, you got an authentic piece of cracker that dropped on there.
Good job, Jimmy. You're doing such a good job, buddy. You're such a talented artist. I have warm giraffe breath in my ear.
Jimmy?
Hi. I've never been so happy. I think this might be the happiest day of my life. And this is an experience that anybody can have, right?
Yes, we do this the first Saturday of every month. So anyone can go online and book a giraffe painting tour, and you can come out here and meet the giraffe and come get a painting.
That's amazing. Disney World's gonna have to change their marketing because this is the happiest place on earth, the B Bryan Preserve. With Becca, thank you so much.
You're
this is
so welcome.
cool.
Jimmy loves to paint.
Yeah.
Great job, Jimmy. What do you think?
Oh my gosh, it's perfect.
A
I love it.
masterpiece.
Yes. Thank you, Jimmy. I really appreciate you. You are so talented. And thank you, Becca, for this amazing experience.
Oh, you're so welcome.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to see what we have in store next. Yay! So what we're about to do next is just a special behind-the-scenes look for the Iron Pony Show crew. This isn't something that guests can do. You guys can do the painting, but you can watch us do the touch session. Let's go.
Yeah, so this is one of the things that we train the giraffe for. So he's going to be doing what's called a targeting behavior. So Jimmy's going to be keeping his nose on this tennis ball. And I'm going to be rewarding him with the click sound. He knows he's doing the right thing and passing him one of his favorite treats. And so one of the things that we train the giraffe for is letting us touch their faces. Something that they don't enjoy, they don't like to be pet and loved on like our dogs and cats, unfortunately. But having a modified training session where they're getting their favorite snacks, they're getting their rewards, and they'll allow us to do things like touch if we need to put anything on a cut or a scrape that they have. We see a swelling, something like that we'd love our vet to look at and be able to actually put our hand on their face. This is something we can train them for, so it's a fun experience, and it's fun to let you have that connection with the giraffe. And
All right, let's get started. So this is the Jimmy that we're raising money for, and he is such a good boy.
Good, Jimmy.
So this is kind of like the same thing we did with the zebras.
Yeah, so it's giving the giraffe that control, that we're not putting our hand on them. It's their choice to move their head into our hand. All right, so this time I'm gonna move him into your hand and you can keep your hand on. So just kind of stay with him.
Okay.
All right, here we go, Jimmy. Touch. Good, Jimmy. Yeah, then you can move. He's really comfortable right now. He's happy getting his treats. So you can kind of move up towards the bridge of his nose or around his cheek area, up toward his ossicone, that front one in the middle, all the way up where it's kind of bold on the top. Good job, Jimmy. You'll feel that it's kind of warm up there.
It is. It's
yeah, it's very warm.
Like heated seats on the car.
Yeah. And then you go ahead and take your hand off. Give him a little break. Good job, Jimmy.
Give me a little break emotionally.
So I'm going to show you a behavior that we've trained Jagger for. We did this behavior so that we could get a radiograph of his jaw. Since he was chewing a little bit funny, we want to make sure he wasn't missing a tooth, had anything medical going on. So we trained him to stretch out his tongue and wrap it on my finger so that he'll keep his jaw super straight and he's not chewing. So it got us the stillest image. So we were able to actually put a plate on one side and do a radiograph across and actually get a radiograph image of his jaw, which looks great. He just likes to chew his crackers a little bit more than some of the other giraffe. But it's called a tongue target. So
Tongue target.
Take him a sec to get into it. But
That's fantastic.
good, Jagger. It also gives you a great chance to see how long those tongues are.
How long is it?
Good job, Jagger.
How long is his tongue?
They're about 1.5 feet long. From where that tongue attaches in the back. So yeah, roughly like 18 inches. They can be a little longer. Depends on. Good job, Jagger. Depends on the giraffe. The cracker, they're very. Jagger's like, did you just eat my cracker?
Is there a way for you to hold that little, like, pause? Oh my God.
Wow. Good job, Jagger. Hold it. Oh. Good, Jagger. So good.
So now that I've gotten to meet these amazing creatures, I would love to learn a little bit more about them.
So unfortunately, giraffe are having some conservation issues in the wild. So giraffe as a whole are down to about 117,000 individuals remaining in Africa. And recent research through the Giraffe Conservation Foundation has showed that there's not just one species of giraffe, but there's actually 4.
Oh.
So we take that 117,000 individuals and now have broken that up into 4 different species that each need protection or will lose that unique species of giraffe. They're found in very different regions of Africa. Some are way down in South Africa. Some are up right below the Sahara Desert in the more northern parts. And so we don't want to lose that important biodiversity and giraffe out of any of those ecosystems in Africa because they're all they're very important for their ecosystems. They actually are pollinators, so they actually, as they're browsing on trees, they actually help spread pollen between different trees and help pollinate plants, which is really cool.
They're like giant bumblebees.
They're like giant bumblebees.
So when you say conservation attention is going towards them, does that mean like breeding and releasing them? What does that mean exactly?
That's a great question. So there's 2 main conservation groups that we support here at B Bryan that we're really passionate about. There's definitely more out there doing great work for giraffe as well. But the Giraffe Conservation Foundation and Save Giraffes Now are 2 that we donate to every year. So just by coming and booking a tour, staying at the cottages, part of your ticket money for coming here is going to not just support our animals here, but also going to the important conservation work going on in the field. The 2, hi Sunny.
Hi, Sunny.
The 2 main threats to giraffe across the board is habitat loss and poaching. So giraffes have.
I can't wait to
Coming
hang
out.
my giraffe picture on my wall at home. Hey, let's go, guys. And although we were looking for Judy the owner, we found Amos instead, the real boss of this place. And he told us to get to work by stuffing lettuce into buckets for giraffe playtime. Everybody helps out around here, including the owner herself, just not Amos. He's a princess. I am here with the amazing Judy, the co-founder of the B Bryan Preserve, and I have heard badass boss lady bill payer.
That is true. That is true.
Thank you so much for having us. I have so
you
many
for coming.
questions for you, but could you first just start off by telling us a little bit about yourself and what inspired you to open this place?
So it wasn't really my inspiration. It was my husband Frank's inspiration. My dad is a big cattle farmer, so we had a lot of land, and on the weekends we started taking care of some other exotic animals for some people. Liked it so much that on a trip to Texas, Frank called and said, "Not can I, but I just bought some sable antelope." So there you go.
That is a crazy phone call to get.
Yeah. So we stayed with this focus of only African hoofstock. We found this property, moved 11 antelope, and today you see what you've been seeing.
I understand the fascination. The animals have all been amazing. I didn't know that there were different subspecies. Like I thought it was just zebra, giraffe, and now I've learned that there's 4 different types of giraffes.
Yep.
And I've already forgotten how many different types of zebras.
Just 3.
3. There we go. Now I know.
Species of zebra. And we're one of the few places in the U.S. we can see all 3.
And then can you tell us what we are doing right now? Because I know I'm stuffing lettuce into a ball, but I don't know why.
Yeah, and they forgot the dressing for us. But anyway, so what we're doing is making enrichment for the giraffe Giraffes spend, it seems like 100% of their time eating, but I think it's about 75% of their time eating.
That's relatable.
So we provide all kinds of different enrichment, which is basically just to get their minds exploring, and they have long tongues. So these balls are being stuffed with romaine lettuce, one of their favorite treats, and they have to use those long tongues to slowly get the lettuce out.
And now, I know you guys do a lot of amazing work here. You do the giraffe programs, you do endangered species rehabilitation programs, and then now there's a butterfly conservation effort that you guys are doing. Do you have a favorite program?
I would have to say it is the amount of time and effort and everything that they have been able to teach our giraffe to do. And the other benefit is that everything that we do with voluntary blood draws helps other zoos and facilities as well. And then some of the work we did actually was a benefit for giraffe in the wild, for a skin disease they have. So we did some research with that. So that was something that we were able to contribute to giraffe in Africa.
Oh my gosh, that is so special. Yeah. And then that leads me to our final question. If you had to pick a species, we won't tell, who's your favorite species on the property?
Bottlebach, my favorite species. Second would be, it just depends on the day. My most favorite, though, is my staff.
Oh, Becca!
Becca and crew, because
yeah.
we are in the middle of nowhere, but we have a fantastic staff. All they care about is the passion for these animals and educating people to let them know all the things that are going on as well.
Well, thank you so much for all the incredible work that you do. This place is amazing, from the cottages to the animal tours to learning to the medical to the, it's like mind-blowing the stuff that you're doing
we
here.
appreciate everything you guys are doing.
Yeah, thank you. And I
so
heard
much.
that we get to see a hoof trimming later.
You do, and that's very special. So not everybody can do it. These guys know how to do it.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
I
I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Let's go hang these up for the giraffes.
I gotta fill mine up some more.
We'll see you soon.
All right, see ya.
Come on out, boys. All right, now we're heading out into the field to set up some more treats. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. Hold on to your butts.
On it, boss.
Jigger's getting his hands dirty here at the B Bryan.
Get my days in.
Yeah.
Yeah, just twist it up all the
at
way and that'll do the trick.
Good job, bud. We'll add Jigger to the team, an animal care specialist. You know what that means. It's time for the Iron Pony Express question of the day. There are 4 different species of giraffe. Which of the following is not one of them? Reticulated, Maasai, Southern, or Plains? Leave a comment below and tune in next week for the answer. What a perfect welcome. Thank you. Now we thought we were behind the scenes before, but this is taking it to a whole nother level. Come on in. We had to go through 3 fortified doors to get to this hoof trim, so you know it's gonna be special. Oh my gosh, look at this. Hi. All right, Becca, tell us what we're about to do today and who we're with.
So we're about to do a hoof trim on Jimmy, and I have with me 2 of our other staff members. This is Brooke. She is our senior animal care specialist. This is Mackenzie. She's one of our animal care specialists as well. And so Brooke is going to be the trainer for Jimmy. So she's going to be bringing him in, helping position his body, get him lined up to get his foot on the block. And then Mackenzie is going to be working on that hoof, trimming the material off, and giving Jimmy the important hoof trim that he needs.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Can we get a little go team? On count 3? 1, 2, 3, go team! Looks like we have some serious business going on over here with Jimmy. Can you tell us a little bit about what's happening?
Oh,
Yeah, that's fine.
the grinder's really loud.
That's okay.
So not this kind of grinding? Silent grinding.
Oh my God.
I just stand.
Okay, can you tell us about the grinding that's happening over here?
Yeah, so we're doing a hoof trim with Jimmy. So Brooke is training with him. So she's the one giving Jimmy the cues on how to position his body, where to stand when she wants the foot up. And then Mackenzie is the mechanic in this training session, and so she's working on trimming the hoof. So she's using a grinder right now. She also has hoof knives and rafts, all sorts of big tools for giraffe hooves. And so she's trimming Jimmy's foot to help it continue to wear in the most natural direction. And a little bit of corrective trimming for Jimmy since he is missing that toe bone. That hoof grows a little abnormally, and so us keeping frequent trims on it every 1 to 2 weeks, we can keep it at a nice and like supportive shape for him.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
So it's just like a horse, kind of.
Yeah, so they're not wearing their feet as quickly as they would in the wild, so they just get a little bit of hoof overgrowth, and so by training them to come up and have them voluntarily present their feet, we can take a little bit of that excess material off and keep it nice and comfortable for them, and especially for Jimmy's compromised toe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And Jimmy loves hoof work. This is fun for him. This is like propping his foot up, getting a pedicure, eating his favorite snacks.
Getting a pedicure. I love it.
Yeah.
Giraffe pedicures.
Giraffe pedicures.
So cute. So I hear that Jimmy has a pretty cool story. Could you tell me a little bit more about him?
Yes, of course. So Jimmy, when he was a calf, his mom actually stepped on his tiny, tiny hoof and fractured his toe bone. And so over time, that bone is actually absorbed. We've been able to see that on radiograph images that we've taken. So he just doesn't have a bone at the end of his toe anymore. So he's missing a bone, and so that's made that hoof more compromised, more prone to abnormal hoof growth. And so that's made it harder for Jimmy now that he's 3,000 pounds and 17 feet tall to bear all that weight without that bone. So he's just had some more complications as he's gotten older, but Jimmy is a very charismatic giraffe, as you've seen. He loves to paint, he loves to train, and actually one of his favorite trained behaviors is blood draws. And so if a giraffe calf is in need of a transfusion, they're having trouble in their first couple days of life, we have Jimmy's plasma stored here on property, and it can actually be sent to whatever facility has that struggling giraffe calf, and they can get a blood transfusion from Jimmy.
Wow, Jimmy's
So,
saving lives,
Jimmy's-
literally.
Jimmy's saving lives, yeah.
That's amazing. So we're raising money to help Jimmy his foot?
There's some new equipment. It's called the PEMF Therapy. It's kind of a mouthful. It's the Pulse Electromagnetic Field Therapy. Basically sends some little electromagnetic pulses up into the foot, and it's supposed to help with cellular regeneration, supposed to help with bone healing and inflammation. And so it's these little paddles that you hold on the hoof area for about 20 minutes, give him that therapy session. And we've actually done it twice with Jimmy. He was one of the first giraffe in the US to actually have this done, and we did see a change in his comfort. He seemed more comfortable the next day, and it's something you're supposed to use routinely to help him out. So it's something we're fundraising for, to buy this piece of equipment that we could use routinely with Jimmy.
Because Jimmy is one of 3,000 Nubian giraffes left, so we want to make sure that Jimmy's doing good.
Exactly. Yeah, we like Jimmy to keep living his best life and moving around and donating his blood for kids.
Saving baby giraffes! I love it. Jimmy, what a superhero. Where's his cape? Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you. We're so glad you're here.
So educational for me and hopefully for you. I just want to save all the giraffes now. I want to save all the animals.
That's our goal too.
So if people want to come visit, if they want to come find you, what do they do?
You can follow us on our Instagram page or our Facebook. You can see updates of what's going on with Jimmy, our antelope calves being born. You can look us up on our website where you can book a tour, you can book a stay at the cottage, you can book the giraffe painting, so you can come paint with the giraffe, and yeah, you can come see all the animals and see the work we're doing.
And you guys are located in Point Arena, California, which is like Northern California, maybe 2.5 hours outside of San Francisco.
Yeah, maybe 3.5, depends on traffic, but yeah, we're up along the coast.
We zipped on the motorcycles. It was closer to 2.5 now. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank
All
you for
right.
coming.
Make sure to check them out and donate, because there's a bunch of animals here that need your help. Thank you so much for all that you do.
Thank you for coming and supporting Jimmy and us here at the preserve.
Heck yeah. We'll catch you Cody's Roadies out in the wild. Let's shift gears and change lives. But wait, we can't finish without my little man.
Oh, he's so cute.
He's all ears. Look at him.
You got a little B Bryan shirt, buddy. Thanks so much for watching. Smash that like and subscribe button and comment where we should ride to next. Shout out to our awesome cast and crew, Jigger for filming, Rachel for editing, and Kate for crewing. Super thanks to Judy, Becca, and the whole B Bryan team for hosting us and the amazing work you do with all the animals. All donation links and website information is under the description in this video. We'll catch you Cody's Roadies out in the wild. Let's shift gears and change lives.